around the world. And he's been able to have a lot of success in ACN. And now we've got him on the back in the United States. He's building teams here in the United States. He's been living in Australia for many, many years. And we're excited to have him. He's actually promoting this event to everybody that he's bringing into the business. And that's our very own Senior Vice President, Mr. MD Rahman. And MD, I know that, you were brought to an event when you first got started, probably kicking and screaming. But today you've got a global business. I'd love for you to share with everybody a little bit about yourself and how that event has allowed you to build your business. I remember you spending every dollar you made in ACN to bring people to events. And how did that, propel your business today where you have a global business? So MD, the call's all yours, my friend. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can. Now is okay. It's okay. I'm still in Australia, so that's why maybe it's not allowed. So, first of all, thank you so much. After a long time, I see the North American, all the people, most of the people in this call, I never seen them. First time I see them, and yes, it is my absolute honor to definitely to share with my journey, and you guys are maybe know my story. And yes, I moved in right now, Houston, Texas. Finally, I moved in my my own place. And Pat, thank you so much to allowed me to share. And I want to look. I'm not that person to say something which is book. I'm the say something which is my experience, and completely I learned through that journey. It could be helps you. And yes, when I started this business in 2012 in New York, look, I didn't know what is network marketing, what is ACN, is nothing. Even when I start the business, one of my friends showed me this idea, which is I'm being honest with you, I signed without a presentation because my friend said to me, and I signed, and I didn't know what it is, and I was excited, definitely, and I tried to share to convince people, including everybody said to me no. Even I decided not to do the business anymore, and I already canceled my phone service, everything done. And one of my friend, the friend who introduced me, he's actually begging to take me to the convention. And you know what was the deal with him? He said, I was thinking, how many people in this call, when if somebody introduce you, if you don't like it, you try to avoid that person. Am I right or wrong? I still remember I tried to avoid his call. And one day he said, I said, why you bother me? He said, I have a deal for you. I said, what is the deal? He said, if you go with me in the convention, I will never bother you. I said, it's a good deal. At least you don't bother me. And trust me, that was the change that deal actually changed my life. And I still remember he said, I will pay you everything. I went to the first time ever in that kind of convention in, North Carolina, Charlotte, and September 29, 2012. And it changed my life. I still remember when I went there, I don't understand. By the way, you guys don't know that one. When I start ACN, I didn't speak English, by the way. I'm speaking right now. If you don't understand my accent, that's not my fault. Okay, that's your fault. You don't understand my accent. So my question, this ACN University right now not only pay me, they teach me English and pay every week. I like that idea. And look, when I went there, I still remember I see the people, thousands of people. I said, if thousands of people trust this opportunity, why not me? I was the only Bangladeshi guy at that time. Everybody know my background. I dropped New York City taxi, and I went back. I still remember back to from the convention. I decided I'll do it, and I still remember when I went to the convention, they gave us a rich band, which is you can put in your hand and they check it, and you can get inside the arena. And I got back. It was written "Go Mad." Okay, and I showed my wife the next morning, and she said, "What is this?" I said, "Go Mad." She said, "Before you are a half mad, now you are a full mad." I said, "I don't care the full or half. I'm gonna do it." And I still remember I said to her, "Hey, I don't want to fight with you. I need your help." And she said, "What kind of help?" I said, "Look, next 12 months, I'll do the business." I still remember I met with Mike Mason, and I said, who is your quickest RVP in this organization? Guys, a lot of people in this call, you know, the compensation plan. I know the plan is called work plan. I don't know the compensation plan. I know the work plan. I said, okay, if I do it in 12 months, and I say, Mike Mazur, he said, what about you want? And I'd make a deal, and 11 months and 28 days, I hit regional vice president. And how I did this one, I'm a businessman. You know how I did that? I asked Mike Mazur, I said, where I invest money in this business? This is a business. He said, you can invest only convention. That's all. And I invest every convention, a lot of money to take people. I still remember I took 3 bus from New York to North Carolina. And when I come back, 1 bus, I went to the ACN headquarters and the bus not start again. I leave the headquarters and bus, I picked up 2 bus with the people. Now I'm just trying to tell you, look, I was in long time in outside and I came back right now. Today, I call my New York people, all the people, the place I start my business. By the way, Patrick, I call everybody. So I'm flying not Baltimore. I'm flying back to New York and take few cars with me to the Baltimore, go back New York and come back over there. That's my plan. Because if I go to Baltimore, they're not going. So I'm going to go there again, put the people in the car. That's my job. So I'm going to go maybe 9 or 8 in New York. I take all of them. If anybody do the business, you have to go. There is no, I'm not going to negotiate that one. You have to go. So I also already before the call, I already called my few people, IBR, ETL. Hey, before the call, book the ticket, because after the call, could be you cannot get it. So that's why I do this one. So I'm requesting everybody, because I didn't tell you, 12 months I did the business with the deal with my wife. And you know what I say to her? Don't bother me next 12 months. And she said, what are you going to give it to me after 12 months? I said, what about you want? Because I need to work hard. And she said, I need a full-time cook. I says, done. I didn't know I can do it or not. But exactly 12 months later, I hired a cook for my wife in New York, and she never went to kitchen. Now we went back to Australia. We had a full-time people. Look, I did everything. Like my business is right now in 15 countries. And I attend every country's event, even the Germany, even the France, even the Italy, everything. You know the cost? $4.99 an event. That's all. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you everybody in Baltimore. This time I can physically see everybody, and don't miss this one. Take your people with you. And I promise, I still remember when I come back from event, when I say to Pat Mazur, Mike Mazur, hey, I couldn't sleep. He said, it works. If you sleep, it not works. So take your people. If they say, I couldn't sleep, that means it works. You can check it before they die. Put the one vaccine, the skull convention or the event, anything. Thank you so much, Matt.
MD, man, great having you back in the United States, and love hearing you tell that story. And how many of us here got a lot out of MD's story? Understand that MD came into this as a New York City cab driver. Did everybody hear that part? Told his wife, in 12 months, if you let me go, in 12 months, I'll get you anything you want. His wife has not been in the kitchen for years because he has a full-time staff that does nothing but cooks the food for their family. How many of you'd like to have somebody full-time cooking your family food? And some of you husbands out there understand that's the kind of commitment that you got to bring to this opportunity. Now, look, MD's a multi-millionaire because of ACN, but did you hear what he said? I invested into my business. What does that mean? That means he brought people, he paid for buses, he paid for hotel rooms, he paid for airline tickets to get people there. See, you can only buy in $199 one time. Can we agree that there's not any other expense like a restaurant where you spend money every time when you have to buy more food to, give to your customer? If you own a bar, you got to buy more alcohol to sell to your customers. So money comes in, but money goes out. ACN, money comes in. Does that make sense? Money doesn't go out of ACN, meaning you can't spend money in ACN. But what MD did is he said, look, if I take the money that I've made in ACN and I put it into getting people to the convention, what can my business look like? 12 months into ACN, he became a regional vice president. Today, he's the senior vice president. He's got 15 countries of representation. his family has to never worry about money again. Imagine if he had to still drive a cab, or imagine if his wife had to go cook every day, and all the things that he had to do in the past. All of that was eliminated because he went to the convention and then he got the vision to take other people to the convention. So, did everybody get a lot out of tonight? Right. I couldn't wait to this call. Look, I said, man, we're going to do it on Wednesday, but I was like, look, there probably won't be any tickets on Wednesday. Imagine if we did this on Wednesday and we ended the call with, sorry, you can't come. Right. But right. How many of you'd be like, man, why didn't you tell me before? Man, if you would have told me before, I would have got my tickets. I would have got my people to get tickets. See, look, opportunity does not wait for any man. Opportunity does not wait for any woman. Can we agree? It goes on with or without you. Right? There's either people that are taking advantage of it or people that wish they would have. That's the only two people that we're going to run into, is people that take advantage of it or people that wish they would have took advantage of it. So guys, get your tickets, get your people to get their tickets. Let's make sure everybody gets that taken care of so that we can celebrate together June 11th, that weekend, Baltimore, Maryland. We got so much good stuff set up for you. You're going to be blown away when you get there to the event. So that concludes tonight's call. Thank you for jumping on last minute. We know we didn't have this planned, but we wanted to make sure you guys got the information. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, MD. Great call. God bless you guys. We'll see you in Baltimore, Maryland. Take care, everybody.